Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the National Democratic Institute, Mr. Kenneth Wollack.
Nicole, Lorena. While this memorial service is dedicated to Gerardo, I must take just a moment to remember another UN worker and former NDI resident director in Haiti, Lisa Mbele Mbong, who also died in the earthquake. Lisa was another lover of Haiti, a talented human rights activist, and a great intellect. Our thoughts and prayers go out to her son and to her entire family. And for the people of Haiti, who have suffered unimaginable losses, it is now the responsibility and obligation of the international community to back a social, economic, and political reconstruction effort that honors them and their sacrifices. They should expect and deserve no less. Now, to mention Gerardo's name to anyone who knew him evoked two things: a smile and a story. Gerardo knew many people, and therefore there were many, many stories. And I should add some of which that cannot be told here in this house of diplomats. And as we all know, Gerardo was many things, but he certainly was not a diplomat. Three of Gerardo's wonderful qualities stand out to me. First, as has been noted by the Secretary General and the Assistant Secretary, he loved life and lived it to the fullest. And he spread his hopefulness and his enthusiasm among his friends, his colleagues, and his family. At NDI, he carefully displayed photographs in his office from floor to ceiling of Gerardo shaking hands with political heroes, posing with the Pope, lined up in perfect order, an inch apart. But upon closer examination, all was not in harmony, because among the sea of perfectly arranged images were some depicting despots and dictators that were hung upside down. It was Gerardo's way of playfully injecting his daily environment with a bit of the absurd, all the while making a pointed political statement. When he departed NDI, taking his pictures with him, our office administrator jokingly scolded him for leaving walls that looked like porcupines with all the nails protruding. To which Gerardo replied, "Hire a new director with lots of pictures." Such a typical response leads me to another of his special qualities. Gerardo always looked on the bright side. He was the optimist. He thought and acted positively. He was rarely, if ever, doubtful. He was open and ready for opportunities, for change. Confronted with a problem, he had faith in new possibilities and the courage to advocate them. At NDI, Gerardo's young staff especially gravitated to him as someone willing to hear them out even if their ideas might have been a little out of the ordinary and easily dismissed by others. Such a disarming and generous management style turned Gerardo into a friend, a mentor, someone whose staff could learn from example, influence their careers, and change their outlook on life. He was known as an empowering boss, one whose response to a change in strategy or program focus was more often why not than why. And all of us were captivated by his original expressions, which turned into a running collection of Gerardoisms. And again, not all of his most memorable adages can be shared in this setting. Finally, Gerardo was a passionate player on the democratic political stage. He was never content with sitting on the sidelines. This was his very serious side. He literally risked his life daily in pursuit of peace in El Salvador, and in public life, he served his country with distinction. And wherever he traveled or lived, he became at one with the local political environment. In Paraguay, in Bosnia, in Haiti, he knew everything and everyone. And his enthusiasm, his motivations were appreciated because he was so clearly focused on moving the process forward. In short, Gerardo devoted himself to the challenging and often untidy arena of practical politics, and in the process subjecting himself to the slings and arrows of political life. It was little wonder that he was dubbed El Tigre for his tenacious and sustained dedication to the democratic cause against political injustice, for making the world a better place. In doing so, he made a difference. The last time I saw Gerardo was in September, when Jim Swigert, Gerardo's successor at NDI, and I visited Port-au-Prince. We enjoyed a very long breakfast at the Villa Creole. It was clear that his love for Haiti and its people were, as always, deep and abiding. He was exactly where he wanted to be, doing exactly what he wanted to do. Immersed in Haiti, democracy, and politics. St. Augustine once said, "Love and do what you like." 1600 years later, Augustine could have been talking about Gerardo. We will miss him very much.